Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lushon and this is Lush Uncut. Hello YouTube, it is I, your girl Lushon, well and alive and in the flesh. I know it's been quite some time since I came across your YouTube timeline, but here I am once more being your consistently inconsistent favorite YouTuber. So yes, I'm back. I thought, right, this is my train of thought here, that since Donald Trump made his very anticipated return to the White House, that this would be the opportune time for me to make my maybe not as anticipated return to YouTube. So yes, Donald Trump is back in office. The stars have realigned in their proper order. America is back. The golden ages has begun and everything is just going to be wonderful, right? That's what you think. That's what I think also. Obviously, that's not true at all. I am pretty sure that the next 4 years are going to be incredible. Yes, but they are going to be tough for sure. But before we jump into all the drama that has already begun, even though it's just day 2 of Trump's presidency, there's been a lot already. I wanted to share with you what my favorite moments from yesterday's inauguration ceremony were. It was so amazing, and I feel like with the way the news cycle is right now, it could be quick and easy for us to kind of just jump in and not really embrace the true just awesomeness of that entire ceremony. So anyway, I'm just gonna get right into it. Here's a snippet from Trump's inauguration speech that I think really just summarizes the mood of the day, and I think what everybody on the Republican side or anyone that just voted for Donald Trump in general, what we're all feeling and what we're all looking forward to for the next 4 years. So let's take a quick look at that.
Above all, my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
So that's all I'm going to play for you. I'm pretty sure you saw the whole speech, but after Trump's speech, I was like ready to join the military. Like, it was so inspirational, and I think for those of us that have been really downtrodden over the last 4 years, witnessing what we have seen with the under Joe Biden's administration, it was hard to kind of feel that like American vitality. There's something very special about this country in terms of how it approaches opportunity and how it takes advantage of opportunity and how much pride it takes in being the world leader. And I think that's something that has not really been brought to the political stage in a very long time. This is the first time, I think, literally in my entire time as a citizen of this country, that I have heard a politician talk about that American, that spirit, that ingenuity. That's wow. I tried to pronounce a big word and completely failed. I know it's like I'm saying the word in my brain, but I can't get it out of my mouth. I'm just going to replace it with innovation. That American spirit and that innovation, I think, is very particular to this country. And that is something that Trump's undoubtedly just embodies in how he is and how much he shows his love and admiration for this country and its working class people especially. Number 2 was the way that God was acknowledged in yesterday's ceremony. And granted, this might be something that's typical for most inauguration ceremonies. I did not watch Joe Biden's, and I don't think I watched Obama's. I don't even think I really paid attention to Trump's first inauguration. However, this one was very much God-centered. Like, Trump even talked about it in his speech where he said that he undoubtedly knows that the reason why God saved his life was so that he could make America great again. There were some prayers that was just so, I don't know, it was it was a very spiritual situation. They even had the hymn Great Is Thy Faithfulness play, and it was just amazing. So that is something that I really enjoy. I was going to play one of the prayers, but I think you guys kind of, again, I don't want to spend too much time kind of like, showing things that you guys saw already, but that was something that I noticed that really stuck out to me, was again that God was consistently acknowledged, and God's hand on this country was consistently acknowledged in so many ways. And again, that's not something, especially in the last 4 years, that you see, so done so, I don't know, well, and so unashamed, I guess is the word that I'm looking for, on the political stage. Now, number 3 is honestly probably my most actual favorite thing, and that was Usha Vance, that's how you pronounce her name, and her outfits and her vibes entirely. So bear with me here, because I am actually going to spend some time here, because again, I really enjoyed her. So here is Mrs. Vance. I think this was actually the night before the inauguration, in this stunning purple dress. I think this is from some Indian designer. And the reason that I'm choosing to point her out was honestly because I feel like she kind of came out of nowhere. Because I remember her from the RNC. I was not happy with her outfit. I was not happy with her look. I was not happy with her makeup. I was like, I don't know who her team is, but they need to get it together. And they got it all the way together. Every single last one of her outfits was modest, beautiful, elegant, feminine, all the things. I think this was when they were doing a ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery. She had this gorgeous white coat on. As you can see, she stood out in the crowd, so graceful. And then she stepped in, I think this was like the inaugural ball the night before, with this Oscar de la Renta, I don't know, number that was again very beautiful. Something else I want to point out to you guys. So I actually went to the Instagram for the designer Oscar de la Renta, and if you know fashion, this is a very popular fashion designer, and I was like, wait, they actually styled Usha Vance and talked about it, like they posted this on their Instagram. So I went in the comment, and of course the libs were libbing. Here are 2 comments that I saw that I thought it was like absolutely hilarious. This one said, so embarrassing, unfollow. This other person says, you keep posting pictures of fascists wearing your clothes and you're going to get an unfollow. Like the fact that there's people that are still upset and like about Trump's win and are still saying that Republicans and people on the right and Trump and his cabinet members are fascists, literally get with the times, okay? If you're going to throw insults at Donald Trump and Republicans and MAGA and yada, 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 come up with something new. At this point, I feel like we've gotten so used to being called fascists that it honestly does not land the same. Find something else. This whole Hitler thing and you're a fascist, this, and it is 2025. Come up with a new insult. It's actually ridiculous at this point. But anyway, back to Mrs. Vance. This pink number here was honestly hands down my favorite. Pink is my favorite color, and when I see a woman that pulls off a pink fit like the way she did, the way she was slaying, I actually was like, I was floored. But anyway, so that was one of my favorite things. Something else I wanted to show was when J.D. Vance was getting sworn in, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it on the internet, but the way she was looking at her man, oh my God, it was so beautiful. Let's take a look at that.
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith.
And allegiance to the same.
And allegiance to the same.
Like, as you can see, she's just staring at him in such, like, admiration. And you can tell that she's so proud of him. And honestly speaking, like, when I saw that, I was like, you know what? This is what literally every woman wants to be able to do, is look at her man and be like, wow, I am so proud of you. And every man wants to see that look from his woman. And it was just so wonderful to see that on a political stage, on such a big stage. Like, honestly, this is literally like the inauguration, the second inauguration of Donald Trump, which just amazing. In addition to that, her daughter being a toddler with the band-aids, and the fact that they have 3 young kids and they're going to be in the White House, like, it's so nice to see normal families in the White House again. So yes, Usha Vance definitely stole my heart yesterday. I enjoyed watching her so much. All in all, the inauguration yesterday was wonderful to watch, and we do have a long and eventful 4 years, coming. There's a lot that Donald Trump wants to do. There's a lot that he has already done, and again, it's only day 2, and there's already a significant amount of backlash against his agenda. And obviously that's not a surprise to anyone that's been paying attention for the last couple of years. It's to be expected. But what I want to say to anyone watching this video that's I don't know, trying to figure out how to feel about what's going on. Honestly speaking, this isn't a moment for opportunity in so many ways. Like Donald Trump said, it is time for us to get to work and drive that authentic American spirit of innovation and all the things that makes this country and the citizens who we are and what we are as a nation, as one of the greatest nations in the history of mankind. One last thing I want to mention, and what I think is another one of my favorite things from yesterday's ceremony. I think it will be nice to kind of end today's video showing the footage of Carrie Underwood singing America the Beautiful a cappella after the music in the venue decided that it didn't want to work. So here's that. I think this was just honestly the cherry on top of yesterday's ceremony. So here we go.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you for taking the time out to check out this video. I am looking forward to creating more content for you and sharing my thoughts here on this wonderful platform that is YouTube. If you enjoyed it, give me a like. If you have not subscribed, hit that notification bell so that when I upload again very soon, you will be notified. Have a wonderful evening.